my life. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we may be on the internet live. Got some. We're back. I haven't been on in a few days, even possibly a few weeks. We've been on the edge of reality here in Port Arlington. You know, time warps, strange things to be happening, and keeping us from the internet, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Reality. Port Arlington. Port Arlington, the place that is on the edge of reality. We never know if it's real, fact, or fiction. But it's good to be on. Are we live? We are live, I think. I always kind of have to check to see if we actually are live, you know, just to make sure. Because you don't want to not be live, right? It'd be kind of a big fucking waste of time then, just talking to yourself. Oh, we are live, look. Wow. It's good to be on. Are we live? We are live, I think. I always kind of have to look at that, I can even see myself. Beautiful. Let's do a song. You know, I never actually tuned my guitar. Let's tune my guitar. Tune the guitar with me. You always have to tune your guitar, because you just never know. Someone could be fucking around with it. Most likely Ryan Hyde. My cousin Ryan Hyde is being here, and you wouldn't know what he'd be doing with the guitar. You just never know. It's tuned. Beautiful. Wow. Well, we're here in Port Arlington, County Leitch right now. I'm Calvin Doyle. I am your host, Calvin Doyle. This is the Calvin Doyle Show. And it's kind of a nice, there's a nice breeze now today. It's not really rainy, it's not really hot. It was quite heavy the last few weeks. Couldn't really breathe much around here in Ireland. It gets very humid. But now there's a nice wind blowing through. And it's 1:30 on a Saturday evening. This is Rainy Night in Soho. I've been loving you a long time. Down the years and all the days. I have to up to Capo 4, but you know what I think I'll do? I think I'll bring it down. Because I like doing it a bit more chilled out. That's kind of when you're doing a session, you know? Like, if you're not singing with mics and that, you have to sing a bit higher so people can hear you. And but when you're doing it with mics and that, you don't really have to. It's better, because you can do low. Anyway, Shane MacGowan. One of his greatest songs, probably. I've been loving you a long time. Down the years and all the days. And I cried for all your troubles. Smiled at all your funny ways. We watched our friends grow up together. And we saw them as they fell. Some of them fell into heaven. Some of them fell into hell. I took a shelter from the shower. and I stepped into your arms. On a rainy night in Soho, the wind was whistling with its charm. And I sang you all my sorrows, and you told me all your joys. Whatever happened to the old song? To all those little girls and boys. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, the ginger lady by me bed, covered in a cloak of silence. I hear you talking in me head. I'm not singing for the future, and I'm not dreaming of the past. I'm not talking of the first time. Never thinking of the past. Now this song is nearly over. We may never find out what it means. Still there's a light that shines before me, and you're the measure of my dreams. The measure of my dream. La 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 da da da. La 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 da 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 da. There you go, Shane McGowan. Rainy Night in Soho. One of my favourite Pogue songs, or favourite songs in general, because it's so fun to play it. It's only 3 chords. Like you could probably show anyone how to play that on guitar, and but to write a song so simple and so good is absolutely amazing. Because a lot of the times people talk about, I always find a lot of times people talk about music, right? And they're like, that lad he only uses 3 chords, or they're so simple, them songs. But like, the more simple the song, if you can make a song so good using only 3 chords, like, to me that's like high mastery of how to do that. Because I don't know, a tendency when you're creating stuff, humans and everyone I know that creates stuff, we all go through a patch where we think complexity is what makes it good. But it's simplicity is what makes things good, because it allows whatever you're trying to tell, whatever's coming from your heart, to come through in a simpler way. When you make it more complicated, it stops the message. So the more pure the output, the more simple the output, the easier it is for the other people to understand, I guess, or even get that feeling that you're trying, or even just to get your own fucking feeling out, because that's what really matters as well. It's easier to get your feeling out. The other times then you can get caught up in like technicalities and fucking learning how to do nightmare. Let's see what's going on. Who's on here? We got some people here. Whoa. Whoa, I'm looking at Manchester here. What's going on? Who's on? Root. Root O'Connor's here. What's going on, Root? It's good to see you. Thank you very much, Root. To be able to hit people with such raw clarity is everything. That's true. It's the raw clarity of it. Yeah, like what you're saying. It's raw and it's clear and it's confident and there's no like fluff to it. There's no like, these added things that are not needed. It's so raw and it's pure. Like good honey. You know what I mean? You get good honey. Why is the best honey raw honey? And then the manufactured honey is the bad honey. It's shit. It's not as good. You eat the raw one, it blows your mind. But the other one's all manufactured. Weird, right? Yeah, Root, you used to think the same. More complicated the better, but simple is beautiful and raw. Correct. I completely agree. I'm on board with that belief anyway. Who's here? Goddess of the ocean. What's the crack? How are you getting on? Adult, you're learning the scale. It feels so boring, sir. That's because, for me anyway, man, when I'm learning the guitar and I was learning the scales and stuff, boring, hated it, not for me. Whatever sort of brain deficiency I have, I can't learn that shit. It's too complicated and it's boring. I'd rather just learn to play a song. Do you know what I mean? I think just learn how to play your favorite song. If you like the Beatles or whatever you might like, just learn how to play that. Way better. Let's go Angel Pog's in the house. What's going on, Angel Pogs? Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you here. To see you good. I'm going to have a little can of Coke. What we got here is actual real Diet Coke. No Vive this week because it didn't pay my sponsorships. So now we've got the real thing. The real thing. However, they've sent me it with the name Gal on it, which is not my name. I think they thought I said Cal and it's Gal. So they think my name is Galvin, but it's not. Galvin Boyle. I hope everyone is having a good Saturday. I am having a great Saturday, to tell you the truth. I was in the park this morning, brought the kids and my good wife Alison, went to the park, on the swings, got a good bit of coffee. I like to have a good bit of coffee, you know. I think I had 2 double espressos within 2 or 3 hours of each other. That's a wild day. Oh, my life is changing every day in every possible way. Oh, my dreams never quite as it seems, never quite as it seems. I know I felt like this before, but I'm feeling it even more because it came from you. Then I opened up to see this person falling is me, a different way to be. I want more, impossible to ignore, impossible to ignore. come true. Impossible not to do. Impossible not to do. Now I tell you openly, you have my heart, so don't hurt me. You're what I couldn't find. A totally amazing mind, so understanding and so kind. You're everything to me. Oh, when my life is changing every day, in every possible way. Though my dreams never quite what it seems, 'cause you're a dream to me. Oh, my life is changing every day, in every possible way. Though my dreams never quite what it seems, 'cause you're a dream to me. Dreams by the Cranberries. One of my all-time favorite songs, because, right, I was just talking about Dreams by the Cranberries the other day, right? And basically, that song is what it was like to grow up in the 90s in Ireland, I think. It's like, and during the Celtic Tiger, just that, something about that song. Was it on all the time? I think it just sums up, like, the buzz that was going on then. Like, if you want to think of the Celtic Tiger times, right, so you listen to Dreams, think of men in suits, eating Chinese food, drinking pints, smoking fags, and having kind of big bellies. That's what it reminds me of. And the mothers remind you. It was back, it was an old kind of thing. Men were also out working. It was just mothers at home. You'd see the men at night, like sometimes after work. Fathers. We're just talking about that today. That's what it was kind of like in the 90s. Whatever it is about that tune. A sea song. Goddess of the Sea. Yeah, I will sing a sea song. Play again, Cranberries. I might play that song again. You could switch to Listonvarna mid-flight in that. Oh yeah, you could. There we go. CB the Third's in the house. Chill Guy. Oh my God, so good. What's up, Chill Guy? Is Alison here? Alison's not here, I don't think, is she? Not three bad dialer on and off rain today. No, could be worse, man. That's it. We'll play a bit of Cranberries again there, maybe, I think. They're on today. Why not? We need to make an intro for this podcast thing that we're doing, or whatever this is. What even is this? What is this? Live stream. It's like a bit of music. It's kind of a bit of shite talk. A lot of input from ye guys, which I think ye can really make it, because it's a lot of weird stuff goes on in the chat. That's quite inspiring, right? And yeah, so I think I need like an intro. I was thinking getting some cool intro music. Maybe I should walk in, from the back, open the door, come in, walk in, start talking. We need like a kind of jazz music maybe, or something. Or kind of like old style fucking show music, right? I was looking at some funny ones the other night. I like the idea of like 1960s sort of American talk show music. I think that'd be pretty cool. Live, Coming to you live from Port Arlington, County Laois, the land where reality, a place where reality. No, wait. Coming to you live from Port Arlington, County Laois, on the fringes of reality, the Calvin Doyle Show. And then I would be like, but I don't really have enough space to do like a walk in here, really. I should do a walk in anyway for everyone. But I don't know. I might be going over the top on it there. We could blow our budget with that, huh? I have an iPod, Angel Pogs. I'll throw the iPad on you. A bit better, isn't it? Let's do that. This is an iPad right here. Believe it or not. I should get a big screen for the chat, man. That's what we really need, eh? Let's have a look. Angel Pog's on the ball here. No, he's right too, you know. I will see a sea song. Well, a sea song would be a good one. Sea shanty. Leo Tech. I'm from Brazil. Is you? I'm not from Brazil. I'm from Ireland, man. Squeeze here. Squee, what's going on, man? Doing pretty good here. Can't complain. Angel Pogs must be good smoke. Yeah, I could crawl in Angel Pogs. That's a good idea. Or maybe I'll zip wire in. You know, maybe. Whoa, I nearly lost the iPad there. Right, let's see. So it'll be good. Go do a walk. That good? Maybe we could use that. We could use that in the edit. Well, who fucking knows? All right, let's do another tune. We need to sing a sea shanty. Bit more coke. Anyone doing anything cool today? Or what is the weather like there? Anyone in the chat there that hasn't been getting involved? Get involved in the chat, man. Get involved in the chat. Let us know what the weather is like. We really like talking about the weather here. We got some weather core. I have a funny story about weather, actually. As we gather, in the chapel, we're gonna do grace. As we gathered in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail, think about these last few weeks, will you say? We're a bit low there. I can never sing this fucking thing. Do it open. As we gathered in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail, think about about these past few weeks, or will they say we failed? In our school days, they have told us you must yearn for liberty. Yet all we want in this dark place, to have you here with me. Well, grace, hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. Take me out at dawn and I will die. With all the love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. It won't be long to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these great men. My love will this dear land. But when Porrick called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave me on sick bed. To him I had to go. Well, grace, hold me in your arms and make this moment linger. And take me out at dawn and I will die. With all the love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. Won't be long to share your love, so we must say goodbye. Now as the dawn is breaking, me heart is breaking too. On this May morn as I walk out, my thoughts will be with you. And I'll write some words upon the wall, so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the road. I will grace hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. Take you out at dawn and I will die. With all me love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now there won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Grace by Wolf Tones. That's what you're fluting around with at the moment. Squee, beautiful singing. Are you sure about that, man? Are you really sure about that? Oh, his first sip of coffee, huh? Leo text, who's next? I've just woken up. I'm taking my first sip of coffee, CB the third. Dead right, CB. And you know what to do when you get that coffee in. What's next? Your vitamins. Or vitamins. Whoa, Squeeze gone out for a smoke and a skate. Dead right. Fucking beautiful. Do you remember Neil Young? I do remember Neil Young. I do. He was only playing in Glastonbury a few weeks ago. The Boys of Fair Hill. Exploring Ireland. What's the crack? I don't know that song. Neil Young playing with his ties. Squee, I've had another idea for a short film and I'm fleshing it out the last few days. Put in, man. I won't mind hearing what that is. We'll do one more song. We might talk about that. I have one bad hero's name, with McAlpine and Castaigne, with Fitzpatrick, Murphy, Ash and Whippy's gang. Well, I'm often on the road, on me way to draw the dough. Well, there's nothing left to do for Johnny Lang. Well, I used to think that God made a mixer, pig and ham, so that Paddy might know hell above the ground. I've had gangers big and tough tell me tear it all out rough when you're building up and tearing England down. I remember Carrier Jack with the heart upon his back, and he swore one day he'd set the world on fire. But his face was never seen since a shovel cut it clean through the middle of a big high-tension wire. Well, I saw the balls macaw from a big flyover wall in the concrete mixer spinning round. And although it was not his intent, he got a fine head of cement when he's building up and tearing England down. I was on that hydro dam the day that Pat McCann got the better of his stammer in a week. He fell from a stuttering jam a poor old stuttering man. He was never ever more inclined to speak, and no more like Robin Hood, he would roam through Cricklewood or dance around the pubs of Camden Town. But let no man complain, for no Paddy dies in vain when he's building up and tearing England down. In a tunnel underground, a young Limerick man was found. He was built into the new Victoria line. And when the pouring gang stick out through the concrete cast, was his face of little Joe Devine. And the ganger man McGurk said the Paddy ate the word when the main gas burst and flew off on the ground. They swear he said don't slack, won't be long until I'm back, when I'm building up and tearing England down. So come all you navvies bold who think that English gold is just waiting to be taken from each side. Or that the likes of you and me could never get an OB or a knighthood for good service to the heart. Then the concrete master race to keep you in your place, and the ganger man to kick you to the ground. If you ever try take part of what the bosses make, when you're building up and tearing England down. If you ever try take part of what the bosses make, when you're building up and tearing England down. There you go, building up and tearing England down, lads. Squee, what's going on with this movie? That's the Mary Walpers, lads. A fucking beautiful song written by Dominic Bean, I believe. Explore Ireland. It's a great song. Might look it up. I will. I'll give it a go some evening. I'll have a look at that. I will have a look at that. I probably do know it, you know. Sometimes I know the songs, but I don't fucking, you know yourself. You're kind of, you wouldn't know it when you're, by name, you wouldn't know the name of it. Anyway, I have to tell you about this something, right? There's this, oh, little CB got his hair buzzed off last night, still keeping the mullet. It's rad. Well, the mullets are going strong now. Everyone, all the young lads need a mullet. It seems to be the sign of great coolness, I think. So, but I don't know if I was telling you about this before, right? Oh, you like that one, Kieran? That is called Building Up and Tearing England Down. Dominic Bean wrote. But sometimes that's disputed about whether or not Dominic Bean wrote certain songs. My old lad plays in Temple Bar, you know, and he was telling the story about Dominic Bean wrote The Old Triangle. Now, it might not be in that song. It might be in a different one. I can't remember. But then someone in the crowd in Temple Bar got him. He did not write that. So there's this dispute that he didn't actually write it. It was just given to him. And this lad was writing a book on it or something. So he got like in a kind of, you know, my old lad was like, oh, right, what did happen? And my old lad was, they were doing a show, like, you know, my old lad was kind of like, I wish he would have just said it like after. He didn't have to stand up. Like a town hall meeting, standing up. He did not write that song. That's what it's like here, though, in Ireland. I don't know if it's like that everywhere else. Like, do you know, lads, when you're in the pub or something and you'd say something like, it could be something about football or it could be something about anything in the town, and then someone would be like, he didn't do that. That was Jerry Lawler who did that, or whatever. Which is epic. But anyway, I don't know if he's telling you about this before, but there is a witch-like lady that hangs out by the river down where I live, the Barrow River. And I've talked to her a few times because I pass by. She's always like, I'm not sure what age she is. She's an elderly lady. I've talked to her a few times. And what I find very strange about her is she always knows what the weather is going to be like. And she's always right about it as well. Every single time I talk to her, she predicts when it's going to be raining and when it's going to be hot or when it's going to be windy. And it's like on the button every time, which is very strange, okay? But anyway, she kind of just sits down by the river. And I've known her all my life. And I believe her name is Betty, but they call her Sweaty Betty, they used to call her, from Dangan. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually where she's from, but she's not from the town. She comes in, and she brings around with her a sort of an old pram, like an old pram, a child's pram. And she'll walk the pram around town. Really old, like the one out of The Omen or something, or that movie, The Untouchables, the pram that is falling down the stairs, real old one like that. But she doesn't actually have a child in it. What she carries around in is meat. She gets meat out of butchers. So I looked in it one day. It's all meat in the buggy. And she doesn't anymore, but she used to have a man with her. And everyone would call him Monkey Man. And I don't really know why. All I can really think is on account that he kind of resembles a monkey in a way. But he used to kind of shuffle around with her, but he seems to be gone now. I'm not sure where he is. And that's all I really know about her. There's a few urban myths about her, One of the lads said to me that they saw her. She went into the pub one day and she drank 20 pints and was grand, not a bother on her. And then there's others says that she's very rich, but she chooses to live that way. But anyway, she's very strange. And the other thing she knew was that my wife hurt her knee. She had to go for surgery on her knee. And she knew that as well, and I never said it. I don't presume that she would be looking at stuff online, so... yeah, that's kind of where we are with her. The woman, the kind of witch woman. There's also, here's Squeeze writing in about, if you ask around, it seems people think Christy Moore wrote every song in the last 40 years. Yeah, well, that's true. Christy Moore didn't really write many songs, actually. He's not really a songwriter. He's more of a song collector, as he would admit himself. Squee, all right, we're going to do Squee. I'm going to tell you what Squee's movie idea is, right? Squee is a big part of the community here, right? And we're going to explain his movie here, right? So let's listen to this. It's quite surreal. It's set in a semi-dystopian future, and it's called Cow Consort. And it's about a man whose job is to get cows to mate. But he doesn't think that he's very good at it. He also sees the cows as people in cow suits. There is a love story between the main character and a woman that'll be playing out throughout the story. Well, you know what? Sounds good. I like the idea of it. I think when you come out to the love story, when you get to the love story part, right? So I love everything. When you get to the love story part, I'm kind of like, who gives a fuck, right? Make the man have a love. He should be in love with a cow, one of the cows. That will make it a million times better, right? Because you're like, love story. You know what I mean? Fuck the love story between another woman. Have him in love with the cow. Don't have any other people in it. Have him money talk to people on fucking radios, transistor radios. He's out in the middle of a fucking dystopian world, right? We don't know where he is, but there's millions of cows. And he's just actually in love with one of the cows who is going to be sent off to be murdered or something, or killed. Let's say the cow is going to be killed. He doesn't want that to happen. So his love for the cow makes him try to bring down the empire of that. It'd be epic. And then all people are like, what are you doing, Johnny? Maybe like a fucking hologram. And he's like, fucking pulling out the wires of the TV. He'd be pulling out like the radio wires. Get the fuck these lads. And then he's just like breaking up all the shit that they're controlling the cows with. And then like he lets all the cows out. It'd be quite epic. I love it. Brilliant. That could be a feature movie as well, though. CB the Third loves it. He's in. We're all in. Sweaty Betty, the broke boogie butcher whose boyfriend is a baboon. Only in Ireland. Yeah, that's it, Kieran. Love will tear us apart. Love the content. Thank you. Thank you. And much love to everyone there. Let's sing another song. I love that movie idea. Epic. going to sing a little Ozzy Osbourne song now. I'm flat out listening to Ozzy Osbourne obviously since he died, so. I'm feeling, oh fuck. I'm feeling happy. Where do we go with? I'm feeling happy. There we go. I'm feeling happy. I feel so sad. I've lost the best friend I've ever had. She was my baby. I love her so. But it's too late now. I've let her go. We're going through changes. We're going through changes. We shared the years, we shared each day. I love you, baby, but I found my way. I know the world is an evil place. My baby's grown now. She's found a way. I'm going through changes. I'm going through changes. It took so long to realize, and I still hear his last goodbye. Now all my days are filled with fear. I wish I'd go back and change the years. We're going through changes. We're going through changes. We're going through changes. I tell you what, right? I always liked Ozzy Osbourne, right? I thought he's cool. He's funny too, right? Funny guy. I always thought he had a really good philosophy in life. But when I was younger, when they had this show out, they really took the piss out of him with the show. Like they made him look like some kind of mental guy, like idiot sort of guy, right? And I'm just kind of like, now that he's died, you know, I've went and listened to a lot of his music because I don't know, I just was enjoying listening to it, and I liked it. Man, his music is amazing, and it's so influential on so much. I just never ever listened to it. No one ever prompted me to listen to it. I feel like in Ireland or something, it wasn't big, especially when I was growing up, it wasn't big. He was just seen as this kind of joke guy. I'm like, he's not a joke at all. He's a fucking legend, absolute legend. Beautiful music, really, really fucking authentic voice, and you know, like I just like his philosophy when it comes to art and creating things. So, that was my view on Ozzy. I'm flat listening to him now at the moment. Squee, I love that honesty. Thank you. I love your suggestion. I really think he should fall in love with a cow now. Maybe show the love story pan out for a bit. Then the guy decides he's in love with the cow more. Yes, exactly. Mystery, man. Let's go with the mystery. Let's not do what everyone would do there. Because if we think about the story you outlined, the only boring part is the love story between the man and the woman. Let's just not do that. The woman is the cow. He just loves the fucking cow. Maybe he's not in love with the cow. Maybe he loves the cow like a child, you know. Because I'll tell you actually a story. I was doing a video years ago for a butcher when I first started making videos for work. This abattoir. I had to go into this abattoir. The fucking farmer loved the cows. Brushing their hair. He's brushing their hair when I was there. Out in the field in the middle of Tipperary, brushing the cow's hair. Then they're sent in. And I was saying to him, what would it be like when they're sent in? He goes, they know they're going to get killed. They know they're being sent in, and they know like if they're next, and they know their friends are gone. They miss their friends as well, he said. Man, it's fucking awful. So, yeah. Oh, CB the Third has the coffee in now. He's getting a J of Durban Z blazing now. Yeah, but Squee, let us know how you're getting on with that, man. Anyway, it sounds epic. Did he, CB? Look, do you know what, right? Fair enough. But, I'm fucking... I'd say that with Sharon. I'd say it was Sharon Osbourne. But anyway, look, for right now, I'm just removing the politics a little bit from some of the artists. Because if you don't, fucking, I don't know, it's crazy. But a little thing, yeah, you know. They're all brainwashed anyway, they're oppressors. They're oppressed. The oppressors can often find it hard to see that they're wrong. But, I don't know. Anyway, look. Oh, yeah. Kieran, that's actually true. Is the cow an actual cow, or as you said it, was a dystopian future? Humans are the cows. Sounds like Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Cows. He killed the cats. In the 80s. No, he was crazy. He is a lunatic, maybe. But yeah, good songs, right? Maybe, I don't know. Goddess of the Ocean. We didn't sing a sea song yet. Maybe we should do that. Oh, wait a minute! I will sing another song. Wait. Let's see what we have. I have something to tell you though. I'll tell you this. I was thinking the other day, right, that when I was working in a pub, right. I remember really late one night I was closing up. And so it was closing time. And no one was in, so it was like 2 a.m. And then the phone rang out in the pub, right? And I always thought this phone was like a fake phone. Like, I didn't know it still worked even. It was like a pay phone, you put money in it. Talking it, yeah, so... I didn't even know that it was a real phone, right? And it started ringing, so I was like kind of spooked out by it. So I was kind of freaked out, and I was like, what the fuck? So I let it ring for a second, and I was like, fuck it, I may answer it. So I walked out, answered the phone. And then it was this guy here, right? This older guy that used to drink in the pub. And he's like, Calvin, is this Calvin? And I was like, yeah, why, who's this? And then he told me his name. Let's say his name is Joe. It's Joe. And I was like, what's up with you? He's like, oh, I'm after being at a party out in Bracknell. I'm fucking locked. I don't know where I am. Can you ring me a taxi? And then I was like, how can I ring you a taxi? Where are you? And he goes, I left the pub and I went walking and I don't know where I am, but I'm on the road to Bracknell somewhere. I can't. And then it just went like beep, beep, beep. And his phone went dead or died. So I tried to do a recall thing on it. Like, there's a recall, but I don't think it worked. And then he's like, oh, fuck. He's like stuck out. So Bracknell is like really far away. Like fucking dirt. Like, it's way out and pitch black out. There's no lights or anything. He would have been out in the middle of fields and everything. And he's like, fuck, this lad's fucked. So I rang the taxi office and told them. And they were like, where is he? And I said, he's just on the way out to Bracknell. And they're like, we'll find him, I'd say. And anyway, then I went home and I was kind of worried about him. But next day, then I just saw him cycling his bike downtown. So I found him. Mad bastard, though. It's cool when you do things like that now, where like, you know, now you'd freak out if you didn't have your phone. But he was just like, someone will find me. And he's like walking along the road. And someone did find him. What did he do, CB the 30? He used to kill cats. Goddess of the Ocean did not like that. She has a cat. Anubis. CB the 3rd, Snowball 1, Snowball 2, and Timbo. Snowball. So Squee had a twist at the end that is along the lines of that, Kieran. So sometimes I think you don't even need to do twists. Leave it open-ended. Because you see the way Kieran was thinking about the film, he kind of was thinking maybe the humans are the cows. So then, like, is it better that he thinks that or that you show that? Or if you don't show it and he still thinks it, which is more powerful? It'll have him kind of thinking, you know, forever about, because you didn't actually fully answer it. And the beauty about leaving the mystery like that is he's kind of leaving it open-ended, right? He's kind of making up his own story now as well. And that's when the films are really good. It sticks with you, right? The Guide to the Afterlife. 8 cats, CB. Jesus, man, you're heading down the Catman route. Oh my God. Ozzy got into a rage one day and killed all his cats, covered himself in their blood and guts, and waited for his wife. He was going to kill her, but he passed out before she got home. I fucking actually heard that. Didn't he try to kill her, actually? Fuck. So this is an extract from CB the 3rd. Ozzy. Here we go, right? Ozzy got into a rage one day and killed all of his cats, covered himself in their blood and guts, and waited for his future wife, whom he was going to kill. Luckily, he passed out before she even got home. No way, you have to do it in your man's voice from Wayne's World. Ozzy got into a rage one day and killed all his cats, covered himself in their blood and guts, waited for his wife to get home, whom he was going to kill. Lucky for her, he passed out before she even got home. She had an actual panic button in her room. All right. Well, look. Not good. I have one of them as well. Fuck, he's a mad over. How do you stay with someone? Like, like, why would just, when you have to have if you're in a relationship and you have to have a panic button in your room, it's kind of like time to call it quits, I think. I don't know if there's any going back from that, or, it's not great. It's not very good. Ozzy went on stage and it was a great fucking show. We had to beat them to death with our own shoes. All right, lads, let's sing another song. CB's coming out with all these folklore. He's a great man for the folklore. Twas in the year of 88 in the lovely month of June, when the gadflies were swarming, dogs howling at the moon. With rosary beads and sandwiches for Stuttgart we began. Joxer packed the German phrase book and jump leads for the van. Well, some of them lads had never been away from home before. 'Twas the first time Whacker put his foot outside of Inchicore. But before we left for Europe, we knew we'd need a plan. So we all agreed that Joxer was the man to drive the van. In Germany, the Autobahn was like the Long Mile Road. There was every make of car on van, all carrying the full load. Ford Transit and Hiaces to Bedford from Tralee, with engines overheating from long haul and duty free. There were fans from Ballyfermot, Ballybuck and Ballymun, on the journey of a lifetime, and the crack was 91. Joxer met a German's daughter on the banks of the River Rhine, and he told her she'd be welcome in Ballyfermot any time. Next morning, none of the experts gave us the slightest chance. They said the English team would lead us on a merry dance. With their Union Jacks, all them English fans, for victory they were set. Until Ray Houghton got the ball and stuck it in the net. What happened next is history, brought tears to many eyes. That day will be the highlight of many people's lives. Joxer climbed right over the top, and the last that he was seen was arm in arm with Jack Charlton, singing Revenge for Skibbereen. Now Whacker's back in Inchicore, he's living with his man, and Jack Charlton's been proclaimed an honorary Irishman. Do you remember the German's daughter on the banks of the River Rhine? Well, she showed up in Ballyfermot last week. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 da. Joxer goes Stuttgart. A weird old tune. I love it though, it's good crack. And we're gonna do a bit Joe Dolan now as well. The man from Mullingar, Joe Dolan. Different eyes, different size, different girls every day, different names, different games, took your breath clean away. But I'm changed, rearranged, I'm enlightened. Oh, and how you have caught me, you have taught me, but I'm different now. Tip me and break me and close all your windows and doors. Shut me off, put me off, make me an island, I'm yours. away from the world. Take me away from the girls. Take me and break me and make me an island I'm yours. Running round, shifting ground, that's a life I have seen. But I'm tired, uninspired, and I've wiped my slate clean. You are mine, I am yours, and if Lord will allow, you have caught me, you have taught me, and I'm different now. Take me and break me and close all your windows and doors. Shut me off, cut me off, make me an island I'm yours. Take me away from the world. Take me away from the girls. Take me and break me and make me an island I'm yours. Take me and break me and close all your windows and doors. Shut me off, cut me off, make me an island I'm yours. Take me away from the world. Take me away from the girls. Take me and break me and make me an island I'm yours. Joe Dolan, oh my goodness. Two fucking weird tunes there, lads. Does anyone like Joe Dolan? I always wanted to make a fucking Joe Dolan movie. That's what I would like to do. Joe Dolan movie. Amazing. He's some mad voice on him, boys. Fucking beautiful. Kieran tried to push an ex's cat off the wall, off the bed once and got in loads of trouble. You know what, guys? I'm going to take a little toilet break here. Back in 1 second. I'm calling to be free. What's going on, everyone? Oh yeah, hey. So, Squee, seeing as you're talking about making this movie, right? Let's see what we got here. I've been thinking about something. Okay, so I'm helping my cousin Ryan. I'm directing my cousin Ryan's film, right? My cousin Ryan wrote a film. It's called The Bog Monster, and we're shooting it next week. And I'm directing it. So he's written it, and he's written it really well, right? And it's actually like a book. He's written like a short story, and we're going through it the last few days, trying to, when you write a short story, you have to translate it for cinema too, for visuals, and how to make visuals impactful, right? And one thing that I love doing, right, and it's been especially fun, I did it really, I did it so much with Outer Heavens, practiced it. And I've been practicing this since I've been ever writing films, okay? And I learned it from Ernest Hemingway, right? I'm not sure if you're familiar with the iceberg theory, how he writes, okay? So basically, trying to find a pen here, right? So basically, if we think of an iceberg, right? If we think of an iceberg, only the tip of the iceberg is ever really above water. So I read years ago, and I read Hemingway, right? So one of the first Hemingway books I ever read, right, was a book called A Movable Feast. And when I read it, I was like, holy shit, this is so fucking good, this book. But I was like, why is it so good? So I started reading about like how Hemingway wrote and different things like that. But one of the main things I thought was excellent was the iceberg theory. So the idea of the iceberg theory is that Hemingway will only tell you a little bit of what he is. So he will create a whole story, a massive, massive story. But then he will take out what he doesn't think the audience needs to know. So a lot of time he is building something that he wants. So he is building the world himself, okay? He's writing backstories. He's writing the reasoning behind things. He's writing the backstory of all these sub-characters, different characters that there may be in the film. But when it comes to creating when it comes to creating the final novel, he realized the audience don't need to see that really. He was always trying to simplify things down. It goes back to actually what we were talking about earlier. Like the more raw and simple something is, it's more pure. So he was always simplifying it down to what exactly the reader really need to know. So he would take out loads. He would take out motives. He would take out backstories. He'd take out reasoning. He'd take out all that stuff and only leave the tip of the iceberg there, because that's all that the audience needed to know. But then you read his books, they're so simple, but they feel so full and alive and lived in. But it's because he has written that, but he's just removed it. So we don't get to see it. So I've drawn a picture of it. See that? So that is the top of the iceberg. And the bottom. So that is like the top of the iceberg that we see, but the bottom is everything else that he has done. You can see that? So he's created all of this, but all we're seeing is the top. It's fucking brilliant. So when I use it to write films, what I would do is I'd write a massive film. So let's say for a short film, all I would need is sometimes for a short film all I need is 10 scenes, right? Less than that even. I would maybe write 30 scenes, and then I would remove loads that I don't think they need. But anyway, I do a step further. So with my cousin Ryan's film, because it's a book, he does a lot of, sometimes in books kind of explain emotions a lot, right? So I was like, well, we'll remove anything that's explaining emotion because we don't need that in the film. The picture will do that. But also, to keep things going, I'm going to just say, let's say this one scene here, something happens, right? So the guy might see something, or an action happens where he gets scared, right? So something spooked him, something real scary. Now he runs away, and he's running away to his house, but he runs to his house, he goes through his door, he runs up the stairs, gets into his bed, and then rings his friend and tells them about what happened. But then the next scene, he is actually at a black tie event, and he's still spooked from what's happened, but he's getting really drunk at the black tie event, all right? So you can see that, so that's three things, right? So it's something's happened, scary. Then you have got home and ringing, explaining. Then black tie event in a big fancy ball. So let's say like the scary thing that happened was he saw like a ghost or whatever, who gives a fuck, right? But basically sees a ghost, runs home, runs over the fields, in through the door, up into the bed, rings his friend, tells him, I just saw a ghost. And then the next scene, then he's at the black tie event with his wife, right? Or his girlfriend or something, right? But it's much more interesting if we see something scary and then we cut out the other stuff. So he sees the scary thing. Ah! Now he's at the black tie event. You remove the middle bit. What happened between them? Why is he at a black tie event? What happened after he saw the scary thing? What happened? So it's the mystery. So by using the iceberg theory, we take out the middle thing. So if we can see that, we're taking out the middle part. And it's going from him seeing a fucking crazy weird ghost to him being at a black tie event. Which is fucking beautiful, because that's how you make it real. That's how you excite the audience. Because you're allowing them then, by removing the middle scene. You see here, we're removing the middle scene. By removing that, by us removing what we want to put there, you actually are allowing the audience to put something there. So they'll come up with their own idea. Why is he at the black tie event? What happened after he saw the ghost? Is he a ghost? Is he dead? Is, what the fuck? And so it just invites them in to start using their brain to start telling the story as well, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I was using the iceberg theory for filmmaking or for writing. It creates it more exciting, and it's mystery over meaning. That's what it's used for, to create mystery. Forget meaning. You don't need to back things up. You do for yourself. If you think something doesn't make sense in your film, you have to back it up yourself. But then remove it, because it doesn't need to make sense to the viewer. This, of course, is all what I think. And if you want to be a big Hollywood director, directing maybe the Marvel movies, then probably do something different. But if you want to have fun doing it yourself and having good crack creating art, do it this way. Thank you. All right, let's do another song. Did everyone catch that? Do you need me to explain that again? Wait, Goddess of the Ocean, are you still there? I repeat, are you still there, Goddess of the Ocean? Or Goddess of the Sea? If you're there, let me know. I'm going to play you a song. Are you still there? She could be gone. Let's play it. Oh wait, loads of people are writing. I couldn't see any of that. Ever since watching Shadowtown, my love for the unaccompanied singing has been reignited. Why is it so dark? The calm before the storm. Been listening to the one called The Boys of... Oh, CB, you're going to love this one. This is very bog-like. You're going to really like this one, The Bog Monster. Kahlua, what's the crack, man? What's going on? How are you? I should read Hemingway. No, man, yeah, definitely should read Hemingway. Even just for the crack. No, the monster... I'm not sure what the monster is. Kieran, thanks. Yeah, no, it's a fun way to create art, man. Slain by Slain. I was in Slain the other day, CB. The goddess of the ocean is here. Yeah, it's like a psychological thriller. It's like making it is like a psychological kind of thriller. Which is even better. All right, this is a sea song for the goddess of the sea. As I walk to the dockside one evening so fair, to view the salt water and take the sea air, I heard an old fisherman singing a song. And take me away, boys, me time is not long. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more for the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmate, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Now Fiddler's Green is a place hard to tell, where fishermen go when they don't go to hell, where the skies are all clear and the dolphins do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more for the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmate, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green, where the skies are all clear and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with one swish of a tail, where you lie at your leisure and there's no work to do, and the skipper's below making tea for the crew. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more for the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmate, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. When you get back on docks and the land isn't true, and the pubs and the clubs and there's lassies there too, where the girls are all pretty and the beer is all free, and there's bottles of rum growing from every tree. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more for the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Now I don't want no harp, nor halo, not me. Just give me the breeze and a good rolling sea. Play me old squeeze box as long as we sail, with the wind that is ringing to sing me a song. And wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more for the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Whoa! Fiddler's Green. An old sea song. It's a really old sea shanty. But I believe, I'm not sure. Do you know who'd probably know the history to that now? Mr. C.B. the Third. That's who would tell you about that song now. Okay, let's rack in a few songs here, boys. Anyone have any... if anyone has any requests, let's hear them. All this talk getting old, it's getting me down, my love, like a cat in a bed, waiting to drown. This time I'm coming down. Well, I hope you're thinking of me as you lay down on your side. Drugs don't work, they make me worse. Seeing your face again. Drugs don't work, they make you worse. Seeing your face again. Well, I know I'm on a losing streak, but you passed down by my old street. If you want a show, just let me know. I'll sing in your ear again. Drugs don't work, make you worse. See your face again. 'Cause baby, ooh, heaven calls, I'm coming to, just like you said. If you leave my life, I'm better off dead. All this talk of getting old is getting me down, my love, like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time I'm coming down. Drugs don't work, make you worse. No, I see your face again. Baby, ooh, heaven calls, I'm coming to, just like you said. If you leave my life, I'm better off dead. If you wanna know, just let me know. Sing in your ear again. Drugs don't work, they make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. Bear Richard Ashcroft, guys. Drugs don't work. Looking for the window above. Oh, I always thought this is a Christmas song, right? And then I was like, it's actually not a Christmas song. But then I saw a video that, is it the Flying Pickets or something? the other day. And I was like, this is a fucking Christmas song. I knew I thought it was for some reason, every time I hear the song, I'm like, this is so Christmassy. And then I was like, it's not a Christmas song. Why do I think that? It must sound like one. But it is. And the video of that song is fucking epic. Is it the Flying Pickets? Is that what they're called? Video is so good. It's like these kind of like rough lads in a pub drinking at Christmas time and just having a few pints, playing darts and that. And that's the whole video, and it's so good. It's like really captures the kind of time when you're, I guess, like when I was younger on Christmas Eve, we'd all meeting all the lads, go out drinking, and we kind of stay out late. And it was a bit like that. It was like all that buzz of going out drinking and that lovely Christmas feeling. We'd all be singing songs with each other. It's fucking, the video really captures that. Looking for the window above, like the story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday, moving further away. Won't you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. All I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of her name, I know it's only a game, and I need you. Listen to the words that you say, getting harder to stay. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. All I ever knew, only you. Da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. All I ever knew, only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I'm wondering what's mine. Can't take no more, wondering if you'll understand just a touch of your hand behind closed doors. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. All I ever knew, only you. Great tune. Fairly epic. It's got like a special kind of buzz on it, huh? Isn't it grand by anything by the Beatles? I'll do a Beatles song, isn't it grand? Oh, Amanda Dances is here. I was just thinking about Amanda. How's your eye? Yeah, not a bad whack there. Hemingway is a local hero here in Florida. We have an annual festival and lookalike contest. That's a really weird thing to have for a lookalike contest, right? For an author. Pretty cool. Any lookalikes? Thanks, Amanda. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, Chuma cats and yeah, you know. Oh man, got your stitches out next week. A bad whack. That's one of the worst shiners I've seen. You got a big cut on it and everything. Kieran, thanks very much, man. Thank you. We'll do this in the grand buys for CB the third, the main man, and little CB. Another tune. We're rolling a while here. Look at the coffin with golden handles. He's indeed grand, boys, to be bloody well dead. Let's not have a sniffle. Let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you'll bloody well die. Well, look at the flowers, all bloody withered. He's indeed grand, boys, to be bloody well dead. Let's not have a sniffle. Let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you'll bloody well die. Look at the mourners, bloody great hypocrites. He's indeed grand, boys, to be bloody well dead. Let's not have a sniffle. Let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you'll bloody well die. And look at that preacher, bloody sanctimonious. He's indeed grand, boys, to be bloody well dead. Let's not have a sniffle. And let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you'll bloody well die. That reminds me. It has been 1 year since we shot the first day of my film, Outer Heavens. So it's been a whole year, one full rotation of the sun, or Earth. I need to brush up on that. But I must say, it's been a fantastic year for me. But first of all, creating the movie and really making something with all my friends and all those people that helped with the movie has been absolutely fucking phenomenal. Even from the writing part right up to now where we are in the editing, it's just been like, it's been this exploration of different ideas that we've had for years and different processes we've been doing for years, and it just feels like they've come at the right time, they're all peaking. And it's almost as if the universe is looking after us, or some sort of a spirit is looking after the film, because every single thing and every single decision that we've made so far has just worked out so well. We took big risks making the movie, like I was saying about Squeeze movie earlier, where I really focused on mystery over meaning. And that can be a kind of bold move to make when you're making your first movie, but for whatever reason, we were just like, fuck it, let's just do that mystery. We'll just be mysterious with it, right? And the second thing we've really focused on was plot, feeling over plot. So we really want to create a feeling. The feeling of the film is the most important part of the movie. In fact, the whole movie is a kind of a feeling. While there is a nice plot to the movie, I actually think it's a quite adventurous plot. It's kind of like almost like a kind of a kid's adventure movie. It's kind of like, someone said to me, it's like David Lynch and The Wizard of Oz mixed together. And I kind of feel like that. It is like that a little bit. Or maybe The Goonies and David Lynch or something. But the main thing was creating a feeling that we felt that needed to be captured of what we like to create to represent the part of Ireland that we live in that is kind of not really represented a whole lot in film, because it's such a small place. Like, it's really small, Laois and Offaly. It's tiny, so there's not many films made there. At least that explores the feeling of the area and the people and the landscape and the kind of myth and folklore as much as we did with Our Heavens. So Our Heavens is kind of a folklore, mythical movie. It's this kind of spiritual film as well. And I guess it would be called surreal in a way too. But it all comes from a place of love. It's a warm movie. And there's a lot of warmth to it. And what's really strange is my daughter kind of summed it up, and she's only like 4. And I was thinking about what the movie was. And anyway, one day I said to her, what does love mean to you? And then she said to me, love is for when you're lost. And then I was like, whoa, that's really profound. And I wrote it down because she really like struck me. I find kids can really can teach you a lot, right? But that stuck with me, and now I kind of feel like that's what the movie is about. And I've learned that. And I've learned to stick to your instincts, stick to what you want to make. Be true to yourself. Don't worry about what other people want you to make. It's about what you want to make, and it's about how much fun you have making it. Creating a film that you find it fun to do. Like, it's been fun to all of us. None of us are like, we may finish this movie now. We all think it's great crack. We all think it's great fun. So that's been the real thing. So it's just to stick to that. So basically for us, it's the main thing I learned is mystery over meaning every day. For everything I talked about, just like everyone that's watched little bits of the movie have their own idea what the film was about. And even I have my own idea, but I kind of allowed it to be separate to me. So I don't really know fully what it's about either, to tell you the truth. But I know that it came from what I wanted to make, and this is what it is. But it's kind of a living thing. So the mystery over meaning is just a huge part of it for me. And then the feeling over plot allows you to make things just feel like a world. Like when I'm editing it, I'm in that world. But anyway, listen, this is where we are on it. We are about an hour into the movie completed. All we have to do now is overdub certain parts of the dialogue and finish a little bit of the music. So the movie should be finished by, I would say, October. And then we're ready for festival season, which is going to be exciting because we pushed out the trailer to a lot of festivals just to say, like, we've made the movie, and it's been really good feedback. A lot of people were interested. Like, top-tier festivals as well wrote back to me, which has never happened before. So, yeah, here we are. That's a year after the first day recording Outer Heavens. That's where we are now. I'd like to thank all of you as well for it, because doing the YouTube and stuff, it got a really good community, like, and everyone is always asking about the movie, and even around Port Arlington, everyone's interested in the movie and everyone's like excited about it, and that just gives us excitement too, So without that, like, while you don't create stuff for other people, but when other people are excited about it, it makes you excited, it gives you great energy. So I'd like to thank everyone for that as well. So there we are. So it should be finished October. Outer Heavens. If you want to see the trailer, go onto my page. It's on my little old page there. So, oh no, Sib is back. So Amanda Dance says, I was going to do a dance to the Black Eyed Peas, but it hurt a bit when I jump around. I can't really. And then you do have a black eye. I don't really... You don't like the Black Eyed Peas, but you do have a black eye. Carlos, singing Hosier, Take Me to the Church, Please. Your voice matched. I never actually sang that for. Die. Time flies, CB, it does. Serendipitous. Yes, exactly. Very serendipitous, Amanda. Good, I'm glad you got the feeling. Thank you, CB. That's it, Amanda. Yeah, beautiful. Amanda says, love is for when you're lost. Very profound. Love is what brought me into reconciliation with many people and things. Brought me up through addiction, carried me through loss, and gets me up each morning. That's fucking beautiful. Goddess of the Sea. What? Do you like Bring Me to Church? Sib 3000. Or no, is it 3900? Looking for the meat reveal. I must bring on some meat in here. We'll have some. I was talking about meat earlier on in a buggy. This witch woman that lives down by the river in Port Arlington pushes down around a child's pram. There's no child in the pram. It's an old pram, but it's full of meat. So maybe I could get, she might be interested. Would you be interested in seeing that? If I revealed it? All right, let's do another song. What are we doing? The Beatles. When I was younger, so much younger than today, never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days have gone, feel so self-assured. Now I finally changed my mind, open up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? And now my life's changed in oh so many ways. My independence seemed to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. Now I know I need you like I never did before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days have gone, feel so self-assured. Now I find I changed my mind and opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Please, please help me. Please, please help me. Beatles, Help, John Lennon. One of their best tunes, I think. All right, let's bang another tune now. So that's the crack. Thanks everyone for coming and looking at the fucking live today. I haven't been that consistent lately. I don't know if my good wife Alison did her knee in, so he's all over the shop there trying to mind the kids. Sleeping. Oh, maybe we do it up at a high, would we? Do we do it at a high? Yeah, we'll do it like that for the crack. Sleeping inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said you never been all the things that you see slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed. Said the brains I had went to my head. Sipping inside summertime in bloom. Stand up beside a fireplace. Take that look from off your face. You ain't never gonna burn my heart out. And so Sally can't wait. She knows it's too late, and you're walking on by. Her soul slide away. Don't look back in anger. Heard you say. take me to the place where you go, where nobody knows if it's night or day. Please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. Throw it all away. If you saw the revolution from my bed, they said the brains I had went to my head. Step inside summertime in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. 'Cause you ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. So Sally can't wait. She knows it's too late, and she's walking on by. So slides away. Don't look back in anger. Heard you say. So Sally can't wait. She knows it's too late, and you're walking on by. So slides away, but don't look back in anger. Heard you say. So Sally can't wait. She knows it's too late, and you're walking on by. So slides away. Don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say. At least not today. I'm actually going fucking to see you Oasis there next week. No, 2 weeks. Sorry, CB. You know, man. You know, I haven't been around. Not doing great on the being around front. I just went for sugar and cigarettes one day and never came back. All right, guys, this is our last tune. And you know what? I'm dedicating this to Adam Sandler because Happy Gilmore 2 was released last week, and Adam Sandler is a legend. I wanna make you smile when you're feeling sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I wanna do is grow old with you. I get your medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire when your furnace breaks. I could be so nice and growing old with you. And I miss you. give you my coat when you are cold, need you, feed you, even let you use the remote control. I let me do the dishes in your kitchen sink, put you to bed when you've had too much to drink. I could be the man who grows old with you. Wanna grow old with you. Adam Sandler, Growing Old with You. A fucking belter of a song. Thanks everyone for listening. You're a bunch of legends. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Take a break from all your worries, sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and you're always glad they came. You wanna be where you can see troubles are far away. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. We'll do one more. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Take a break from all your worries, sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. There we go, guys. Absolutely fucking brilliant being on today. I hope you're having a powerful Saturday. We're here. We're fucking after doing 2 hours there. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for joining the Calvin Dial Show. POS Car is my favorite Adam Sandler song. Cheers is the fucking jam. Sláinte. Sláinte, good night. I bid you adieu. Farewell. Have a good one, guys. Have a good weekend.